Through the Maryland woodlands near Chesapeake Bay, a small woman is struggling and being chased by a group of escaped slaves from 2 centuries ago. Since 2020, the long-standing enigma surrounding Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad has been solved by an archaeologist named Julie Shablitsky and her colleagues in Maryland. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the bell button for frequent updates and subscribe to our channel. So let's get started. Shablitsky is studying an interesting fish reserve area in the U.S. She discovered an amazing find buried beneath the marshlands while employed by the Wildlife Service and the Maryland Archaeology Department. This finding illuminates the life of one of the most well-known abolitionists in America. Although schools and colleges have been teaching about Tubman's historical significance for years, one part of her narrative has remained unexplored. More information about Tubman's life has been unearthed by Shablitsky, providing an engrossing look into the person who guided many slaves to freedom. The truth regarding Tubman's early years as a former slave has finally come to light. Rita Tubman was Harriet's mother. She was born into slavery and was the daughter of railroad conductor Ben Ross, who was illiterate. African-American families were not guaranteed to stay together after marriage. As Harriet got older, she was assigned to work for an unknown employer. Tubman, guided by her father, became an expert at outdoor tasks, picking up skills like driving oxen to haul wood and cutting flax to make linen traps. Even though Harriet was just 5 feet tall, she put in a lot of labor and developed astonishing strength in the hard pre-Civil War America. She was able to live with her father in the cabin he had built after her father was set free and granted desirable land because of her abilities, which allowed her some liberty operating. Tubman was far from free even after getting married and moving out of her father's house at the age of 22. She learned of a scheme to sell her to a different family in 1849. Harriet bravely chose to leave Maryland and Delaware, where slavery remained lawful. Since slaves in Pennsylvania had been freed since 1780, she was aware that freedom was taken for granted in the North. With a bounty on her head, Tubman risked her life traveling 140 miles to Philadelphia. She successfully made it to Philadelphia by navigating the dangerous terrain with the help of the survival techniques her father had taught her. Still, she did not become content to live a quiet life after being emancipated. Rather, she devoted the following 10 years of her life to currently items and relics from Tubman's life, like her shawl on exhibit at the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture, are well-liked tourist destinations. These artifacts provide insight into the life of a woman who was instrumental in forming America. The Harriet Tubman National Historic Park is a popular tourist destination near Auburn, New York. Marcia Pradines, the Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge's new manager, was intrigued by the site's fascinating history, though. After Pradines contacted archaeologist Julie Shablitsky in Maryland, the two of them started working on a project to find Tubman's father's cottage. Shablitsky and her team first used historical records to find the cottage, gaining a rough notion of its position. With scant knowledge, the historical community was excited when the discovery was formally revealed at a press conference in April 2021. Julie Shablitsky stressed the cabin's significance to Tubman's heritage. She clarified that Tubman's character and growth were shaped by the rural landscape, which acted as her school. An important detail of Tubman's life that had been kept secret up until this point is revealed by the finding of the cabin. Even if we believed we knew everything there is to know about Harriet Tubman, this discovery shows us that there is still a lot we don't know about the young and elderly woman who helped bring about freedom. Kate Clifford Larson also emphasized the significance of the discovery, saying that it sheds information on Tubman's life and the community. The location will be incorporated into the tourist-friendly train tunnel of the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad once Shablitsky and her crew have finished their excavations. Over 30 key sites in Tubman's life are connected by this self-drive trip, which travels 125 miles from eastern Maryland to Philadelphia. To bring even more of Tubman's past to life along the path, either the location of his father's hut or a commemorative site has been included. Additionally, plans are in motion to build a network of pathways around the cabin. Rising groundwater, however, presents difficulties for the crew and jeopardizes their sensitive work. The chance to reconstruct Ben Ross's life and learn more about him is provided by the excavation at Tubman's father's cottage. As of right now, the website is unavailable to the important new information about Harriet Tubman's early life and the community that shaped it has been made possible by the discovery of her childhood hut in Maryland. Using metal detectors and historical records, Julie Shablitsky and her team of archaeologists solved the enigma and found the location of the cabin. The items and relics found provide insight into Tubman's background, the abilities she learned from her father, and her eventual work as an Underground Railroad conductor. Beyond Tubman's personal narrative, the discovery is significant because it advances our understanding of American history and the liberation movement as a whole. There are plans to add the location on the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad tourism itinerary so that people can experience and learn about Tubman's incredible emancipation trek. That's it for today. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.